homies, welcome back to Something New Saturday, the Saturday where I show you some new stuff. So I'm finally getting out the dies that I bought from the Tall Mouse at the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo a few months back. They had a lot of Disney themed stuff, and look at this. So this is actually 1, 2, 3, 4 dies. So you've got the ticket outline with the Mickey ears, a plain ticket outline, then ticket outline with the stars cut out, and then the mini bow too. So you can make this Mickey or Minnie. This cute little border, which is kind of like Christmas lights, but I had it in my hand and I thought, I could probably make that, you know, myself with punches or whatever. But then I found the sample and it was so pretty, so I had to get it. And then this, because it's all the snacks. Mickey bar, my favorite Dole Whip. You got your Starbucks and your Mickey caramel apple. Now this is a background plate, and I like this for 2 reasons. For one, it can cover a card front, but 2, you get all the Mickey confetti. So yeah, this is going to be very useful. Now I'm not using this today. I'm going to use this another day on a card. But look at this background. Isn't this pretty? Really pretty cover plate die. It was $5. And then last but not least, these layout dies. So they're a stitched edge die, but they're perfect matting sizes for photos. 5 1/4 by 7 1/4 for a 5 by 7, 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 for 4 by 6, and so on all the way down. I thought these were great. So we're going to do a scrapbook page today of the day we went to Disney with our friends. It was the first time we went together. I only got a few pictures, but that's okay. We had a good time. So this, we were counting the rides as we went on them. So riding on the train was our 4th ride together. So that's why we're doing the 4s. Bad hair day. But we had fun. Let's make a scrapbook page. Alrighty, so here is the Disney scrapbooking bin, which is, it's relatively organized. Got our letter stickers, papers and things. Got all my Say Cheese in there. And here's the other bin. So look at this. This is a silhouette cut file. So I've tried to cut it teeny tiny like that die, and it doesn't cut, you know. The smaller you get, the harder it is. So now I can cut big ones and little ones. Woohoo! All right, so how many photos do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's use this one. This is going to have to be a double pager. Okay, we'll use those 2 sheets. I think for my base page, I'm going to use this creamy color. Look, it's very close to this. So I think this is going to work. So this is going to be a double page layout because there's so many photos. First things first, let's get these tear strips cut off. Oh, and this is Simple Stories Say Cheese 3. And this one's Say Cheese 1. All right, so these are going to go side by side. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one in half and go across both pages. I'm going to put this an inch from the bottom. Make sure this is straight. Grid lines. Yay for grid lines. Okay. I'll do the same on this side. All right, so there we have a start. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to cut a film strip to go across each of these across the top. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, so paper's all down. Let's start getting these photos trimmed. Because when you order 4x4s from Walgreens, they don't trim them. I don't know if other places do, but I get my photos from Walgreens and they do not. Now, this is how I store my dies in these envelopes. This one, the 5x7 doesn't fit, so I just cut the hanging part off of the packaging and took the adhesive down. This isn't gonna last very long. It's already tearing on me, but it'll work for now. So let's get some scraps and our little buddy out. Okay, first things first, we're gonna cut this out of black, just over and over and over again. And I'm gonna make however many of these I make and stash, if I have extras, I will stash them away. So I'm gonna do a bunch of cutting and then I'll be back and we'll put one together, assemble one together, and then you'll see how these are gonna look. Okay, so we've got parts, bear glue, poker, picker. Let's assemble one of these and then the rest I'll assemble off camera and I'll come back. So I've got my poker. If there's anything I need to poke out. This actually cut pretty nicely. There's not a lot of hair around the edges of the die cuts, so that's good. You know, sometimes they cut and leave little, I call it hair, little pieces, some more than others. Now for behind the highlights, I haven't decided if I'm just gonna leave that alone or put some white or gray behind there. All this poked out. A lot of it just fell out, but there's some left. There we go. Okay, so we've got our Mickey head balloons. I did some blue and some red, and then we've got stars. Now, if I have too much at the bottom of the die cut, because I use little scraps all over the place, I can just trim that off with scissors. So I have little scissors here. And they'll just layer over like that. How cute. Make sure that's the right one. I think they're pretty much the same size, but I'm not good at the eyeballing of the things, so I like to double check myself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. So we're just gonna use a little bear glue. Add this to our Mickey head. And I'm working on a piece of scratch paper here, so I don't get glue all over my work surface. I'll just pick up our blue balloon. Kind of straighten them out. Now let's do a red one. And see what I mean? I can just trim this extra stuff off here. And that just came from using scraps. Now I've got a little highlight to poke out. And, oops, and this one can go here. Get it where I want it. this off. That's where a tiny pair of scissors definitely comes in handy. Little things like this are a really terrific way to use up scraps, that's for sure. Oh no. Let's not put that wrong side down. That wouldn't be good, would it? So we just put these on. I mean, this is just precious. Then we need a red one. And I do think these heads are all the same size. Trim, poke, glue. There you go. There's your how to get her done. Trim, poke, glue. Okay, now for stars, I've got some that are gold and some that are the gray. Now this paper, no matter what dye I use, does not cut well. This is from Amazon, and it's like plasticky coated. I use it for the tote covers on the Dream Box, but I gotta tell you, it cuts fine with the silhouette, but it does not cut very well with regular metal dies. I suppose Bigs probably would cut through it better because they're deeper blade, but for just the normal dies that we use every day, sucks a little bit. I've got scraps, I'm trying to get them used up. So like the parts that should come out don't want to come out, and it's because of the plastic. Let's try tweezers. All right, let's see if I can pull this off with tweezers. Oop, come back a little, fella. There we go. Okay. What a pain. All right, let's put this star on. Is it that one? Now these are a little different from each other, so I'm gonna make sure it's the right one. I think it's that one. Maybe they're not. They look different to me though. Glue. where I want it. Let's do a gray one. Poke it. Whoops, come back. A little bit of glue. Pick it up. We need a gold one for the end. So again, just trim off whatever you don't want. I wasn't too concerned about the placement of my scraps as long as they just covered the whole piece that I wanted, so. Okay. Get that out there. Glue. Then we'll put, let's see, a gray one there. Glue. If you are interested in like the Disney parks and SeaWorld, I do have another channel. It's called Flying Solo at the Theme Parks. I'd love if you'd go check it out. Gold. I need a gold one. Trim that. Okay, glue. And then one last gray one at the end there. Trim that off. All right, so here's what we have. And look how stinking cute that is. So I'm going to do about 538 more of these. And I will see you later. Okay, so here's our little strands all put together. I have 8. And I think I'm going to put them across the bottom of the pages. Look how cute that's going to be. Oh, yes. We're going to use Bear Glue, of course. Bear Glue to the rescue. I'm just going to put a little glue behind each balloon and each star. Just enough to tack it down. Because you know once this dries, it's not going anywhere. Now these have various shades of the colors on them because I used up scraps. So they're not completely, you know, matchy-matchy. So I've got one 4x6, and the rest of these are 4x4s. So I gotta decide how I want to put them. And I think I'm gonna just line these up. I'm not gonna mat them. I'm just gonna line these up right across here. And I think instead, I'm not going to use this one because these really are pretty much the same. Well, no, that's on the trim. That's the train. Okay. So these are the trim. These are the train. So let's do this way. Line them up the right way. We'll do this. There's 3, and then this one, and this one I'm gonna mat. This is the only one I'm gonna mat. And we're gonna use these, the 4x6. So the second one. All right, so we're gonna use this blue. It doesn't really match the paper, but I've got some down in here, and because of Pete's shirt, I think I can make it work. Look at that nice little stitch border. I wonder. Could totally put us on a 5x7 if I have any more of that gray. Oh, yes, look at that. I do have some. So we're gonna cut the 5x7 in the gray and we're gonna layer those. I think that'll look really nice. And I'll probably even pop it up. Yes, okay, let's get these stuck together. So it's gonna have a wide gray border and then a smaller blue, but look how pretty that's gonna be. Where's my gun? Here it is. Get this on. Hopefully relatively straight, yeah. Put a piece of fun foam behind this so I can pop it up. And then, like I said, these little 4x4s are just gonna go down flat. I'm gonna go ahead and get them on. And I've still got some Simple Stories Say Cheese stickers too. So let's see here. I like this one, Smiles from Ear to Ear. Put that on that selfie. And then I want to save that for Hollywood Studios. Oh, this is what fun looks like. Let's put that on. On our 4. So that's what we have so far. Now I wanted to use the ticket really like this ticket. Could put it there. All right, so here's a journaling card. I'm going to cut this Mickey ticket out of this journaling paper and cut the ears again out of black glitter and add it to the top of it. So I'll be back. All right, so I changed my mind during die cutting. What I did was I cut this one out of black glitter, and then I'm gonna add this on here. I think this will be a good journaling spot for like the date and stuff. Look how stinking cute that is. I think we'll put it in here like this, kind of wonky. Okay, so we've used 3 new things on this layout so far. We've used the lights, the tickets, and the matting. And I've never used matting dies other than the waffle flower ones for cards, and I gotta tell you, I don't hate it. Okay, so for my title, I'm gonna use this magic. I'm gonna put magic with friends. So let's go ahead and put magic on. And I'm just gonna line it up right there. Can't get the center out. There we go. I'm still saving this for Hollywood Studios. Then we'll use these smaller red letters to finish it. And these are simple stories also, so the reds match the paper. And I want to do an embellishment cluster, I think, up in this corner. So I got these other little bits. I'm going to pull these out and look through them and see if anything looks good. These are all that Say Cheese from Simple Stories once again. So first I'm going to glue this down. It says Magic Memories on the other side. I'm not going to put it exactly up in the corner. I'm going to leave a little bit of white space. There we go. This heart I'm going to cut out. On the back it's more like ledger type paper. Put this black heart behind it. And I think I'm going to pop this one up on some foam. We'll add that there. I think I might even add a little bit of this in here. Let's see. Like that. Cut a little piece of it off. Give it a little bear glue. And let's kind of tuck this in around here. Alrighty friends, here's my completed scrapbook layout for Something New Saturday. We used a few new dies from the Tall Mouse. So this is a set for matting photos, and it's got the stitched edge, and I used the one that's meant for 4x6 and the one that's meant for a 5x7, and I popped that up on foam. We used the ticket, so this ticket with the Mickey ears I did in black glitter, and then one out of ledger paper to journal on. And then of course this little guy. Now, it's not hard to put together, but it is fussy. So if you're gonna make one, just make 5, you know, and then stash them. I have extras I'm gonna stash in here because it does take a minute. This is all Simple Story Say Cheese 1 and 2. So it's pretty old paper and pretty old stickers, but this stuff, I just love it. You know, I stashed it away. So we went to Magic Kingdom. These are not even photos of attractions or, you know, characters or anything. This was just fun. These were just, look, we're all smiles, man. We just had a great afternoon. So I hope y'all enjoyed this page. Go check out the Tall Mouse. There'll be a link in the description. And have a lovely day. Remember, be excellent to each other and go make something. Bye-bye.